So what you'll need to make all the pots are pots, various forms of glue, paint, paintbrushes, glitter, and one of the pots actually broke, so yeah.
So for pot number 1, you want to take glue. I use turbo tacky glue, which is not a good choice for actual outdoor purposes, so maybe use a non-water soluble glue, and then you just want to glue the pieces back together. I felt the need to reinforce it on the inside as well so it wouldn't fall apart. I wasn't really worried about the glue seeping out from before because I wanted to use that to my advantage, and I actually went over the pot again with clear tacky glue this time to make a thicker vein, and then while it was still wet I used glitter to add a cool nice little pop. So you just want to do that across all the veins, and yeah. So for pot number 2, which by the way I got inspiration from a pot with 2 googly eyes on it, and then I combined that with my inspiration for Halloween designs, which is all different colored googly eyes. You're going to want to put on a layer of paint. I chose acrylic. Maybe this isn't the greatest for outdoor purposes again, but you could use a different paint if you wanted to. And I swiped it on at first, but it wasn't working, probably because I was using a sponge brush. So I just started sponging it on, which it seemed to work best for covering the pot. And then once you're done with that, you can move on to step number 2 after it dries. So for step number 2, you're going to take some white paint for your googly eyes or whatever color and a paintbrush, and you can either paint them on freehand or just take various size circular objects and just dip them in the paint and then dip them on your pot so you have googly eyes that for the most part are uniform. And then if you want, you can take different size objects and do that around the pot until you get the desired amount of googly eyes. Now for the third step is you want to take more paint and you just want to paint circular dots on the inside of those other dots you made to make eyes. I chose a variety of colors and I just did whatever my heart desired. And after that, you're done.
For this for this last and final pot, I just decided to paint any image I wanted onto the pot. And this is actually, the image I chose was redundant, but is redundant, but is also vital to what I did with the glue to create those raindrops. Because like I wanted it to look like it was always wet. I'm gonna repeat myself anyway, but I just painted flowers on both sides, and I only showed you the one side mainly because I didn't like the other side. Oh well. But yeah, just like I just went for it. It wasn't great, but I don't know why I'm still talking. Bye. So after you paint what you painted, the whole like special thing about this pot is I used clear tacky glue as a paint, and I painted raindrops, and that made it actually look like the pot is always wet, but it's not, it's like always raining. I don't know, I thought it was cool. You can add a thick layer by all means, go ahead. I probably should have on more of the raindrops, but I didn't. But yeah, and I think it just adds a really cool effect, personally. Yeah.
So this is the final product. It's currently winter right now where I live, so I didn't really have flowers to plant. I mean, I could have gotten flowers probably, but I just chose to use what I had. Now, forgive me, the cactuses will be planted. I just need the right soil before they died, but I'm pretty sure they're already dead. Who knows? And then I just filled something up with the tiniest spot, as you can see right there. And then I'm just showing you the rest. Ooh, there's mine. Of the pot in all its raindrop glory. As you can see, it still kind of looks wet. So which was the effect I was going for. Beautiful. And then this is the rest of the glitter pot. And glitter is like herpes. They never go away.